Hello, this is Brian again. Welcome to part number 2 of my video of eucalyptus and eucalyptus relatives here at Peter F. Schabarum Regional Park in Rowland Heights. So in part 1, I started talking about a few of the species of eucalyptus and eucalypt relatives here, like Eucalyptus viminalis, the Manna Gum, Eucalyptus sideroxylon, the red ironbark, Eucalyptus polyanthemos, silver dollar gum, and Corymbia citriodora, the lemon scented gum. Well, here in part 2, I want to explore some more of the eucalyptus and eucalyptus relatives found in this park. There are quite a few different species here, and I find it's pretty interesting to talk about them. So here we go. Again, we got these ones with the droopy ends and all the shreds of tons and tons of shredded bark within the joints of the branches on Eucalyptus viminalis. I know I did make a mention of Corymbia citriodora, the lemon scented gum with its open airy crown foliage. Let's see. There's another species of Corymbia found in this park, and it's very similar looking to Corymbia citriodora. Very similar looking, actually. So it might take a little extra attention to detail to separate the two, and they're both found here in this park. Let's see. In fact, sometimes it requires a little time and energy to figure them out. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a dead leaf that I can pull off and smell. Okay. So here, this is a very close relative. This is spotted gum. This is Corymbia maculata. As you can see, it's kind of similar. The bark's very similar in color to the lemon scented gum. Kind of lightish, creamish with some splotching. Leaves are kind of similar, especially the more juvenile leaves, except the youngest juvenile leaves do not have the bristliness and the citrinellus smell like its relative Corymbia citriodora. But you can see a lot of the newer leaves kind of have a reddish hue, like on the ends of the branches, kind of like Corymbia citriodora, but this is Corymbia maculata. It has a little bit more of a darker profile. This is another specimen of Corymbia maculata right here. Very tall one. Its crown's not quite as airy. You can see their crown kind of similar in shape, similar branching structure, upright, very upright trees, but generally taller and not quite as open and billowy. Sometimes lemon scented gums can be quite open and billowy, like that tall specimen I showed in part 1. So this is called spotted gum, Corymbia maculata. I don't know where all of these are native to in Australia, to be honest with you, but I could probably put a little information in the description about the general location of where they're from, but I just remember being able to identify them by reading books about ornamental trees planted here in Southern California. But all of these eucalypts here and eucalyptus relatives are native to some part of Australia. So Corymbia maculata, the spotted gum. The seed capsules on Corymbia maculata are very similar to Corymbia citriodora. They're urn-shaped. A lot of the trees in the genus Corymbia have urn-shaped seed capsules. So Corymbia citriodora and Corymbia maculata, and this is Corymbia maculata right here, kind of have more urn-shaped, and the top of it doesn't. You don't see the little slotted chambers until further down inside the seed capsule, as you see here. It looks like it's almost like a little pot, like a little urn. So Corymbia species tend to have more urn-shaped seed capsules, and Eucalyptus tend to have their seed capsules. Some of them are similarly shaped, but you can usually see the little slits where the seeds come out more readily on Eucalyptus species. But again, Corymbia and Eucalyptus are quite close relatives. In fact, this might be slightly off topic, but it's not going to be too terribly off topic because, well, let's see here. So what family are the Eucalyptus, Corymbia, anguiphora in? They're in the Myrtle family, the Myrtaceae. They're in the Myrtle family with the common myrtle. Well, there are a lot of other Myrtle family ornamentals planted here in Southern California that enjoy a similar climate to a lot of what's offered in Australia. And that includes Bottlebrush too. Bottlebrush is another member of the Myrtaceae, the Myrtle family, which does share some characteristics similar to those of Eucalyptus. Like a lot of Myrtaceae, their fruits are these little seed capsules, but with the Bottlebrush, as you can see the way the flowers are arranged, kind of like a bottlebrush-like structure going around the stem of the twig. And then they don't form bud caps, opercula, like Corymbia and Eucalyptus. But then they do get those woody seed capsules that release really tiny seeds. This one right here is Lemon Bottlebrush. This is a Callistemon citrinus, C-I-T-R-I-N-U-S. There's another similar species called Callistemon viminalis, which is more of an upright tree, single-trunked most of the time, whereas Callistemon citrinus tends to be multi-stemmed and shrubbier in nature, as seen here. To see Callistemon viminalis, refer to my video on the bottlebrush trees at South Claremont Recreation Park in San Diego from September 19th. Refer to that so you can see the form of Callistemon viminalis versus this Callistemon citrinus. So they are related to the Eucalyptus, and like Eucalyptus, the leaves are fragrant. They have a resinous odor too, kind of a camphor odor, kind of like Eucalyptus, and it smells really good. So let's see, what other types of eucalypts are we going to find? There are at least a couple other species here in this park, and there are a couple of other relatives too. So I'm going to go ahead and go on the other side and start looking for those. But yes, right here, the giant Eucalyptus viminalis, more Eucalyptus viminalis, Corymbia maculata, spotted gum, Corymbia citriodora. But first, let's go over towards this really nice grove of Corymbia maculata, spotted gum. Yeah, these are quite elegant trees. I'm going to be honest with you. I know eucalyptus trees eucalypts get a bad rap for naturalizing, taking over and stuff, and being invasive. But I'm a sucker for eucalyptus trees. I grew up with them. So here's a big Corymbia maculata grove right up here. Incredible, beautifully big. These are really tall trees. Generally a little bit taller than their Corymbia citriodora brethren. But those can get quite tall too. But look at that. Look how tall these trees are. This is all spotted gum, Corymbia maculata. absolutely bedazzling trees here. Absolutely stunning. One thing I love about this park is eucalyptus varieties and eucalyptus relatives. And a lot of eucalyptus trees, you'll notice there's places in Australia that are very fire prone. So, like a lot of our plants, they form lignotubers or root burls, as you see here. So if this thing were to get cut down or burned down, this would send up shoots from this lignotuber right here. There are lots of areas in Australia very fire prone. And you can see right here we got more spotted gum saplings right here, I believe. Let's see. Let's test it out. Yep, no bristly juvenile foliage. It looks like these naturalize quite readily as well. Now, these are all Corymbia maculata saplings right here. And we got some over here too. Another eucalypt. There are a couple other species here too, so bear with me. This is going to be a multiple set video, so there will be another part. Alright. Okay. Here's one I'm not really too familiar with, actually. To be honest with you. This is a different one. I don't think I recognize this one. I don't remember noticing this one before either. On a furrowed bark. This isn't Eucalyptus polyanthemos, even though the bark's quite similar. This one, I don't know. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go ahead and migrate across, and I will show you some more species that are found here. Thanks for watching thus far, and I'll see you on clip number 3.